Hi everybody, my name is Jessy and thank you so much for joining me today. I want to be able to not just talk about happy positive things but also talk about the real things that happen in life, and in hopes that if there are anybody else going through the same thing or experiencing similar things to me, they can see that they are not alone. The topic I want to talk about today is about medication. I've touched upon it when I've discussed my mental health. If you don't know, I was diagnosed with depression and severe anxiety at the age of 12. I know that I had already started suffering from poor mental health from the age of 6 onwards. It's a difficult topic for me to talk about because I know that everybody has different relationships when it comes to medication. I know that some people disagree with taking medication whilst others are advocates for it for years and years now. So I have been medicated on and off, like I said, since I was 12, but I have been on my antidepressant medication. I'm on citalopram. I don't know, should I be sharing this kind of thing? I'm on 40 milligrams of citalopram, and I have been on that since 2017, October 2017. I've been on and off the same depression and medication since I was 12. My mental health means that I never feel like I'm able to plan so far ahead because I'm afraid that my mood could change, and having a 9-to-5 job really gave me that structure where I knew that no matter how I was feeling, I had to go into work and I had to be okay and I had to be able to function, to be able to do my job. And that's why I've used my career really as my escape from my mental health and my reality. I had this thought in my head, like, why am I taking medication when I'm feeling so much sorrow anyway? And so I stopped taking my medication, and what happened? My mental health started to decline. I stopped wanting to film. I stopped wanting to talk to people. I stopped wanting to do the things that really I enjoyed because I was allowing myself to be in this deep misery. And so I felt like I shamed myself in taking this medication. And I know that medication shame is something that quite a few people feel, even if they don't actively talk about it. When you have depression, it almost gives society a right to tell you that you can just cheer up and snap out of it, and therefore it almost makes you like, well, if I can do that, then I don't really need the medication. And even though it only the people who are going through it really truly understand, I know that you understand what I mean when I say that you feel ashamed to need to have medication to function as normally as everybody else does who doesn't need it. I do feel really ashamed, and I'm still kind of recovering from my body getting used to being on medication again after not being on medication, but that sort of explains the absence that I had over the last few weeks, not uploading YouTube videos, not uploading videos on LinkedIn. I mean, there was a culmination of a lot of things, but a big part of it was the fact that I didn't feel good because I had allowed myself to wallow in this misery and stop taking my medication, which was the one thing I probably should have been doing in order to get myself from that spiral that I was in. I wanted to share the fact that medication guilt is a real thing because I want people to realize that other people suffer from that too. I want to try and change the stigma around medication and being medicated as someone who has poor mental health, because it doesn't make us bad people. We just need some extra help and support. The content I want to produce on here are for people who are like me and need to know that there are people like them out there. But I'm sat here talking about it and wanting to talk about mental health a lot more, and also about medication and what it means to take medication, because I don't see it that much. And when you don't see something as much, it makes you feel like, oh, am I alone in this? I would love to know what your experience is if you have medication guilt like me, and I would love for people to share their experience and also their thoughts about it. I just want to open that conversation up a little bit more and find out, how do other people deal with medication guilt, and you are not alone in this, and that we can get together, we can come together, and hopefully be able to support each other in being better and holding ourselves accountable for our mental health. As always, I hope you have a wonderful day. Please stay good to yourself, and I'll see you later. Bye!